Warm welcome to everyone, Christopher Czupriński, Sales Power School. Many sales managers, many sales directors often ask me, how can we measure the true ROI of sales training? So how can we ensure it won't be just another motivational speech but real shift in execution? But today we are going to do something different. We are going to analyze authentic post-trainings, feedbacks from sales professionals immediately following our Sales Power Techniques Masterclass, which means our top training program, Sales Power Techniques Direct Sales Training. So here I have many trainings opinions, real trainings opinions, and what do trainings attenders generally say about Sales Power School's methodology. We used to ask such questions: which issue was the most valuable to you? Here I have the first example. Which issue was the most valuable to you? Overcoming objections. What do you think should be changed in this? What do you think should be changed in this training? What do you think should be changed in this training? Nothing. What action will you take because of the training? What actions will you take? Pay more attention in opening, making notes, and ask open-ended questions. Would you recommend this training to others? Yes. Overall assessment of the training, 90%, which means very effective. What do you think about Sales Power School's role-playing exercises? Please give us. Overall assessment, 100, which is crucial. The way how we conduct our sales trainings, the way how we project role-playing exercises is crucial, thinking about professional sales trainings. Which issue was the most valuable to you? Negotiation, asking the right questions. What do you think should be changed in this training? Nothing. Asking the right questions. Which issue was the most valuable to you? In my opinion, it's crucial. Asking right questions. So we teach your salespeople how to ask the right questions, how to project them. What action will you take because of the training? Practice more. He's going to practice more techniques that have been learned by us. Which issue was most valuable to you? Another example, practice. What do you think should be changed in this training? All good. Our trainings are focused on practice techniques. Generally, adults learn by their own observation, not through presentation, ladies and gentlemen. What action will you take because of the trainings? He's going to use sales techniques that have been learned by us. Would you recommend this training to others? Yes. Overall assessment of the training, 100, which means obviously very effective. What do you think about Sales Power School role-playing exercises? Please give us overall assessment, 100 percentages, which means very effective. Another example, overall assessment of the training, 90. Which issue was most valuable to you? Features. We teach generally your people how to communicate with customer through benefits language techniques. So it's very important thinking about especially presentation techniques. What do training attenders say generally about Sales Power Techniques Direct Sales Trainings? Strong industry focused. Insight and many examples. We used to ask about training materials. The content of the materials meets my requirements. Yes, very effective. Sales trainer, it's about me, Christopher Czupriński, has presented the content of the training in a clear way and using terms that I have understood. Yes, he has knowledge of the material, including training. Yes, very well. He has done a good job of achieving the training goals. Yes, very effective. He has used various methods of activating participants. Yes, very effective. Why is so important In Sales Power School, by the way, we want to deliver the best practical sales workshops. That's why trainings opinions are very important for us, because the way how we conduct sales trainings makes huge differences. So I have presented original evaluation audits, and this way I wanted to prove that our methodology generally brings you many effects. But there is a time for some conclusions. The first metric that corporate leaders look is hard data, especially when we look at the practical relevance score on the percentage axis. So the feedback consistently holds between 90% and 100%. Why so important in B2B segment? Because it proves that our advanced face-to-face closing techniques and structured processes are clear, logical, and ready to be deployed by a team instantly. However, on the other hand, for international enterprise-level client, the most critical question is what happens on Monday morning. So, in our audits, we ask direct questions. The answers from the sales reps always follows a clear pattern: immediate restructuring of sales pitches, eliminating critical errors during pricing presentations, and shortening negotiation times. So training attenders have obliged, haven't they? Too, they will ask more open-ended questions. They will make notes during their sales speeches. They will conduct their negotiations according to new sales conversation structure. And they will be preparing themselves to sales meetings, which is crucial in my opinion. So these are not vague compliments. These are specific execution commitments that directly shorten your client's decision-making cycle. There's another question, isn't there? How can we implement new techniques that have been learned by us, and who will be responsible for implementation process? Because we've had some declarations. That's why we offer you trainings on the job during direct sales meetings and phone conversations. Training direct sales teams within corporate structure is not expense. It is a strategic investment in repeatable standards. So if your current sales targets require high conversation rates and more structured sales pipeline, let's start a conversation with me. With us together we'll design development framework tailored to your business goals. I'm looking forward to hearing and working with you or with your company. Thank you for watching.